When your company earns unlimited 2% cash back on all purchases with Capital One, that's serious business. So Stephen at SandCloud got a serious business card, the Spark Cash Plus card from Capital One.
We used our 2% cash back to help build our retail presence.
Savvy, Stephen.
And we get big purchasing power, so our business can spend more and earn more.
The Spark Cash Plus card from Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms and conditions apply. Find out more at CapitalOne.com/SparkCashPlus.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. You're joining us as we explore Digital Product Masterclass.pdf.
That's right.
Think of this as your fast track to understanding the world of creating and selling digital products online.
Mm-hmm.
We've got this strategy-packed PDF as our main source today.
Yeah, it's pretty comprehensive.
And our goal really is to pull out the most valuable insights, maybe some surprising stuff too.
Definitely.
To help you see the real possibilities of building an online income stream, without feeling like you're drowning in information overload.
Exactly. And this PDF, it provides a really structured way to think about the whole process, which I think is helpful.
It does.
What's particularly interesting, I find, is how it connects the dots. From that initial spark of an idea right through to building something sustainable.
Something that lasts.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to focus on what truly makes a digital product work and the essential steps you really need to consider.
Okay, so let's jump right in then. The PDF starts, logically enough, by defining what we even mean by digital products.
Right, the basics.
We're talking about things you can't physically touch, right? Ebooks, online courses you stream, maybe software tools.
Templates. Music files.
Digital art. Yeah, anything sold and distributed online. What struck me immediately was just the sheer scalability.
Oh, absolutely.
Compared to dealing with physical goods. It's a completely different ballgame.
It is. And if you think about that bigger picture, that's where the real leverage lies. Once you've put in that effort, that upfront work to create it, the cost of selling it again to the next person and the person after that.
It's tiny.
It's practically zero. You're not dealing with manufacturing costs, shipping logistics, needing a warehouse.
Right. None of that.
That fundamental difference.
Yeah.
That's what unlocks those pretty attractive profit margins everyone talks about.
And the market for these things, it seems to have just exploded, hasn't it?
Massively.
The PDF points to technology, obviously, but also this huge appetite for learning online, for finding digital solutions.
It's driven by convenience, isn't it?
Totally. Instant access, learning whatever you want. It's really shifted how people consume information and, solve their problems.
Absolutely. And think about the reach. That's another huge factor.
Global reach.
Yeah. Someone on the other side of the planet can find and buy your product just as easily as someone down the street.
Which you just don't get with a local shop.
Exactly. That global accessibility massively expands your potential customer base. Huge advantage.
So the PDF then outlines some key advantages, and several really jumped out. We've mentioned scalability.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's flexibility, like you can update your course or ebook based on feedback.
Keep it fresh.
Yeah, or new developments. And that global reach, obviously massive, but the one that really grabs attention, I think, for a lot of people listening.
Active income.
Yeah, the potential for passive income, the idea of creating something once and, earning from it, even when you're sleeping or on holiday.
It's compelling.
It is a compelling prospect, maybe even for you listening right now.
It is, but, and this is important, it's crucial to have realistic expectations. The PDF rightly points this out.
Right. It's not instant.
No. While passive income can be the result, it needs that significant upfront investment, time, energy.
Sweat equity.
Yeah, to develop something genuinely valuable. And then you've got to set up the systems for selling it, delivering it.
Right. It's not a magic button you just press.
Not at all. It's about putting in that strategic work first to build the potential for passive income later.
Okay, good point. It's not a get-rich-quick thing.
Definitely not.
The PDF also mentions the low overhead costs, which, like we said, huge difference from physical stuff. No production lines, warehouses, shipping nightmares.
Frees up capital and reduces risk.
Then it moves into something really crucial, setting goals and expectations. I think defining your why, your motivation.
Super important.
Is it sharing your expertise? Solving a specific problem? Is it primarily about the income?
That underlying motivation, it's critical. It's like your compass, right?
Yeah.
It guides every single decision you make.
From what product to create to how you market it.
Exactly. And setting achievable goals. Like the PDF recommends breaking that big vision down into smaller, manageable steps.
Yeah, like launch my first product or get my website live.
Right. That's key for staying focused and, honestly, staying motivated through the whole process. It can be a long road.
Definitely. And understanding that initial commitment, the time, the effort required up front, so important for avoiding burnout or just giving up.
Absolutely.
Plus, the PDF emphasizes, and this is key, I think, the need for continuous learning.
Oh, yeah. The digital space changes fast.
So fast. Keeping up with trends, new tools, best practices, you can't just launch and forget.
Not if you want sustained success. It's an evolving process.
Right.
And then the PDF gives us a sort of high-level view, a bird's-eye view of the whole creation journey, which, the later chapters dive into deeper.
Okay.
We're talking the initial research and planning phase.
Niche, audience, value proposition.
Then actually creating the content, the ebook, the course, whatever it is.
Designing it, packaging it so it looks good.
Making it appealing, user-friendly.
Like,
Then sales and marketing funnels, websites, lead magnets.
getting it out there.
Setting up automation and support email sequences, maybe chatbots, CRM.
Making it run smoothly.
And finally, that crucial loop of continuous improvement. Using feedback, making updates.
It's a whole cycle.
It's a comprehensive roadmap, really.
Okay, so that's a great overview. Chapter 2 then digs into identifying profitable niches. This feels foundational, really?
Absolutely pivotal. Get this wrong, and everything else is harder.
The PDF really stresses niching down, focusing on a specific market segment. Why is that so important right at the start?
Well, what's fascinating here is that by narrowing your focus, right, you can create products that are just incredibly relevant.
Hyper-relevant.
Yeah, delivering real specific value to a defined group. And that usually translates to higher conversion rates because you're speaking directly to their needs, their challenges.
Instead of being kind of vague.
Exactly. If you try to be everything to everyone, you often end up meaning nothing much to anyone. You get lost in the noise.
Makes sense. So how do you find these niches? The PDF suggests some tools for researching trends.
Yeah, practical stuff. Like Google Trends, see what's gaining steam, what's fading. Are there seasonal peaks?
Like fitness in January.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or using social media, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest. See what people are actually talking about, follow influencers in potential areas.
Monitor hashtags.
Right. Exploring online communities, Reddit, Quora, specialized forums, is gold for understanding the actual questions people are asking, the language they use.
What they're struggling with.
Precisely. And even diving into industry reports for more data-backed insights.
So it's like becoming a bit of a market detective.
You have to be. It's about gathering evidence, understanding where the interest lies, and crucially, what problems people are actively trying to solve.
And from there, the PDF logically moves to identifying your target audience within those potential niches.
Yeah, you need to know who you're serving.
So demographic, research age, gender, income, location, the basics.
Gives you a broad picture.
But then the psychographic stuff, their interests, values, lifestyles, behaviors, that seems much deeper.
Oh, it is. That's where you really start to connect. Knowing your audience isn't just women aged 30, 45.
Right.
But maybe busy working mothers who value sustainable living and need time-saving healthy meal solutions. See the difference.
Yeah, much more specific. Gives you way more to work with.
Exactly.
And the PDF suggests actually talking to potential customers. Surveys, interviews.
Direct feedback. Invaluable.
And even creating detailed customer personas, these fictional profiles of your ideal customer.
Those personas are incredibly powerful tools. Seriously.
Why is that?
Because they allow you to step into your customer's shoes.
Yeah.
To really think like them. It ensures your product, your marketing, everything truly speaks to them.
To their needs, their aspirations.
Their pain points, it moves beyond just stats and helps you build genuine empathy.
Okay. Then comes evaluating the competition and the actual demand. This seems critical.
Non-negotiable. You need to know the landscape.
Using keyword research tools, see what people are actually searching for on Google.
High volume, low competition is the dream, right?
Yeah. Analyzing competitors. What are they offering? What are their strengths, weaknesses, pricing?
Looking for those gaps in the market. Where can you do better? Offer something different.
Estimating the overall market size. Is it big enough?
Viability check.
And even looking at customer feedback on existing products in the niche. Reviews, comments.
See what customers are loving and, more importantly, what they're complaining about. That's opportunity right there.
So it's all about understanding if there's a real viable market before you dive in deep.
Exactly. This market research really pays off. Finding that sweet spot, enough demand, but maybe not like overwhelming competition.
That's ideal.
And knowing where current products fall short, that gives you a massive advantage.
And finally, in this chapter, refining your niche. It mentions specializing.
Yeah, becoming the go-to expert in a smaller slice of a bigger pie.
Or focusing on solving one specific problem really, really well.
Laser focus.
Or even combining different interests like, I don't know, yoga for gamers.
Yeah.
To create something unique.
Yeah, finding those interesting intersections. And I really appreciate the emphasis on testing and validating.
The minimum viable product idea, the MVP.
Right. Get a basic version out there. Don't spend months perfecting every tiny detail in isolation.
Get feedback first.
Gather real-world feedback, see how people actually use it, then refine and improve. That iterative approach is so smart in the digital world. Saves a lot of wasted effort.
Okay, that makes a ton of sense. Chapter 3 then shifts focus, developing your unique value proposition, the UVP.
Ah, the UVP. Crucial.
The PDF explains this is basically what makes your product stand out, why customers should choose you over everyone else.
It's your core promise of value, what makes you special.
So where do you even begin crafting something like that? It sounds important.
It is, and it all circles back to that deep understanding of your customers that we just talked about.
From Chapter 2.
Exactly. The PDF reminds us. Keep doing that customer research surveys, interviews, but also actively analyze feedback on similar products already out there.
See what people are saying.
What are customers consistently praising about competitor X? What drives them crazy about competitor Y? Those pain points, those unmet needs.
That's where your UVP can shine.
Precisely. That's your opening.
And it's not just about demographics anymore, is it? It mentions revisiting those personas and using something called empathy mapping.
Yeah, empathy mapping is a great exercise.
What does that involve? Getting inside their head?
Pretty much. Really trying to understand, what are they thinking, feeling? What do they see and hear around them related to this problem? What do they say and do?
It sounds really holistic, like building a 3D picture of your customer.
It helps you connect on a much deeper emotional level. Beyond just practical needs, it gets into their aspirations, fears, frustrations.
And that richer understanding lets you craft a UVP that genuinely resonates.
Exactly. It hits home.
Then comes actually differentiating your product. Offering unique features is one way, obviously.
Shiny new thing.
But the PDF also highlights things like overall quality and performance.
Does it actually work well? Is it reliable?
The entire customer experience, is it easy to use? Is support helpful?
That whole journey matters.
And even your brand values, the story you tell, people connect with that too.
They do. Aligning with customer values can be a powerful differentiator. And I found the point on pricing and value interesting too.
Yeah, it's not just about being the cheapest.
Not at all. Value is subjective, right? It's about perception. Customers will often pay more if they believe your product offers significantly better quality or a smoother experience.
Or if it aligns with their values, like you said.
Right. Better price to quality ratio, not just lowest price wins.
Okay. Now, actually crafting the UVP statement, the PDF breaks it down. A compelling headline.
Grabs attention, states the main benefit, like boost your productivity.
Then a subheadline or a short paragraph explaining more what it is, who it's for.
Designed for busy professionals.
Yeah. Then bullet points listing key benefits, how it solves pain points, improves their life.
Clear, concise benefits.
Using visuals, images, icons, video to support the message.
Made to Pangum.
And ending with a clear call to action. What should they do next?
Try it. Download it. Buy it. Don't leave them hanging. It's like a mini sales pitch distilled.
Yeah, exactly. And your UVP needs to be everywhere, right? Prominent, crystal clear.
Absolutely. It's the core message.
The PDF stresses communicating it consistently across all your channels, your website, landing pages.
Front and center. Clear visuals.
Email marketing, attracting subscribers, nurturing leads.
Tailored messages echoing that UVP.
Social media profiles, posts, videos, testimonials.
Engaging content, reinforcing your unique value.
Advertising Google ads, Facebook ads.
Your UVP should be right there in the ad copy.
And even how your support or sales teams talk to people.
Consistency is key. It builds clarity and ultimately trust. If the message is muddled or different everywhere.
People get confused. They don't know what you actually stand for or offer.
Exactly. It undermines the whole thing.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. Chapter 4 then pivots to the actual creation of high-quality digital products.
The nuts and bolts.
And the PDF kicks this off by emphasizing, maybe obviously, that quality is fundamental. for a sustainable business, for your reputation.
Yeah, no surprises there. Quality is paramount, especially online.
Why especially online?
Well, your reputation can spread incredibly fast, right? Good or bad. One viral negative review.
Ouch.
Yeah. A poorly made product can generate negativity that's really, really hard to overcome. So getting the quality right from the start is crucial.
Okay, so the PDF then walks through the different types of digital products you might create. It's quite a list.
It is a diverse landscape. You've got ebooks,
Great for sharing in-depth knowledge, storytelling.
online courses, think video lectures, quizzes, resources, maybe a community forum.
Super scalable, global reach for education.
Software and apps could be productivity tools, enterprise solutions, solving specific problems with tech.
Digital art and graphics illustrations, templates, design assets for other creators.
Music and audio files, background music, sound effects for multimedia projects.
Templates and tools, things like document templates, presentation slides, website themes.
Big time savers for people.
And even membership sites, exclusive content, community access, often with a recurring fee.
Continuous value, recurring revenue. Very attractive model if you can deliver.
It really is a wide range of possibilities, isn't it?
Absolutely. Something for almost any kind of expertise.
And for each type, the PDF gives a quick idea of what's involved. Then it gets practical, listing specific tools and resources.
Yeah, this part is really helpful. Concrete examples.
Like for writing, Word, Google Docs, Scrivener. For design, Photoshop, Illustrator, Canva, Affinity Designer.
Tools for different budgets and skill levels there.
For video, Premiere Pro, Final Cut Pro, Camtasia. Course creation platforms, Teachable, Udemy, Thinkific, Kajabi.
Handling the hosting, sales, management side of courses.
Software development tools, audio production like Audacity or Audition, even distribution platforms.
Amazon KDP for ebooks, Gumroad for downloads, app stores.
It really gives you a tangible starting point no matter what you're thinking of creating. Demystifies it a bit.
Yeah, it shows there are established tools out there to support you. You don't have to reinvent the wheel.
Then come the best practices for developing the actual content. High quality content.
The core of the product.
Unsurprisingly, it loops back to understand your audience.
Always starts there.
Tailor the content to their needs, their preferences, their pain points.
Can't stress that enough.
The PDF also emphasizes careful planning and structure. Outlines, logical flow, a clear syllabus for courses.
Don't just ramble. Have a plan.
But the main message here is really focus on quality in every aspect.
The details matter.
High-res images, clear audio, professional design, error-free writing.
Polish. Professionalism.
And crucially, provide real value. Actionable insights, practical tips, useful information they can actually use.
Don't just fill space. Make it worthwhile.
I also like the point about actively engaging your audience.
Yeah, super important, especially for learning.
Quizzes, assignments, interactive elements, using lots of visuals, examples, case studies.
Makes it stick. Makes it more impactful than just passively reading or watching. People learn by doing and seeing relevance.
And again, the importance of testing and refining. Get user feedback.
That iterative loop again. See what's working, what's confusing, and improve it. Essential for long-term success.
And finally, staying updated. Trends, tech, best practices.
Keep learning, keep improving the product over time.
Okay, last part of this chapter, ensuring professional presentation.
How it looks and feels. The packaging.
This includes branding, consistent logos, colors, fonts.
Builds recognition, looks professional.
The design itself, using good tools or templates, thinking about layout, typography, color schemes.
Readability, visual appeal, engagement.
The overall user experience, or UX, easy navigation, clear instructions, intuitive interfaces.
Especially for courses or software. Needs to be seamless. Don't make them fight the platform.
And even the simple stuff like packaging. Clear download instructions, well-organized files, sensible labeling.
It all contributes to that perception of quality and professionalism.
Yeah.
Shows you care about the details.
Absolutely. Those seemingly small things, they really add up to build trust and enhance the perceived value, don't they?
They really do. It signals you put thought and effort into the entire experience for them.
So, okay. From grasping the basics of what digital products are to finding that profitable niche,
Researching the market, understanding the audience,
crafting that compelling, unique value proposition that sets you apart,
defining your promise.
and finally, putting in the work to create genuinely high-quality products with a polished, professional finish. That's the core journey laid out here.
Yeah, these initial chapters give you a really solid foundation, a systematic approach.
It feels like a really comprehensive starting point for anyone looking to, dive into this world.
It is. And you can see how each step builds logically on the last one. It provides a clear framework.
Right. So reflecting on all this, it's clear digital products offer, well, a pretty significant opportunity for income, for sharing expertise.
Huge potential.
The key takeaways from this guide seem to be success really hinges on deeply understanding your market,
Know your niche, know your audience.
offering something that provides unique, tangible value to them,
Solve their problem, meet their need better than others.
and ensuring that what you create isn't just good content, but it's high quality and presented professionally.
Quality and presentation build that crucial trust and perceived value.
Precisely. And what's really encouraging, I think, is the accessibility aspect you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, the barriers to entry. They're considerably lower than starting many traditional businesses.
No need for massive upfront capital for inventory or a physical shop.
Right. For many of you listening, if you have valuable knowledge or a skill to share, and you're willing to put in that focused effort,
This could be a really viable path.
very much so.
This really gets you thinking, doesn't it? I mean, considering the sheer variety of products possible and all the tools available now,
The possibilities are vast.
what unique skill or knowledge do you possess? You, listening right now, what could you potentially transform into a valuable digital asset for other people? What specific problem for a particular group could you solve digitally? That's definitely something to mull over.
A powerful question to consider. Finding that sweet spot, your unique strengths meeting a real market need.
Well, thanks for exploring this deep dive into digital product mastery with us.
My pleasure.
We'll be back with another insightful exploration very soon.